Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help solve the puzzle of level 1669 in Candy Crush Saga as a special dedication to Lynn, who said she was surprised when she came to look at how I solved 1669 that my recording and her level didn't match. I'm not at all surprised. King changes things all the time. This is now a super hard level. We can tell by the skull here with this royal blue background, where we have 20 moves to remove 114 frosting. Completely different to what we had before. So we have to figure out a new strategy. Well, right away I've got an opportunity to make a wrapped candy, and I think that's a pretty good option on this board. I'm also noticing that I have very few colors. So orange, blue, green, only 3 colors on the board. That's going to help, because the fewer colors I have, the more likely I'll be able to make matches and specials. So I have to look for those opportunities. Plus, if I can break through some of this licorice lock here, which I have to do because I need that frosting, maybe I'll get some of these striped candies as well. This isn't going to do much on its own to help me. I was planning on doing this, but I see an opportunity potentially to get a wrapped combo. This is going to have a nice area of impact. Let's say this wrapped were alone and I was able to set it off. It would have an impact radius right around where it sits, okay? But because I'm combining these, instead of going out just one, it goes out 2. And because I've got 2 of them together, it goes this way too, but then it also goes this way too. And we also have the diagonals. So this combo is going to go all the way up to here, and over to here, and down to here, and over not just to here to accommodate the blue, but all the way over to here to accommodate that orange, and all the way up, which doesn't really matter over here because we've got this ditch here. But it's going to take off a lot of these licorice locks. So we're going to have huge impact and double impact. And then look what we got as a little reward here. This is, oh, so wonderful and then so gone. Unfortunately, it disappeared, and I shouldn't have counted my chickens, because when there are only 3 colors, it's easy to make specials. And when it's easy to make specials, it's easy to accidentally detonate them. So normally I would think, oh, well, I've got this, which is pretty good, but maybe I want to do a stripe here first or a stripe here and really kind of change how the board operates. But if I do that, I'm very likely to lose this. We've seen how volatile this can be, and I've got a wrapped candy up here. I wish I had a green here. I'm not a wrapped candy, but a green here that's going to turn into wrapped, and it's going to take away those licorice locks that are so very important for me to remove. Another option I could consider is just this. But I think while I've got this, because it does this double blast, converts all of those green, even if they're not well positioned, it's still a good opportunity. This one may be not so good, because remember, I just took out all of the green, so especially along here, it's isolated. This doesn't look nearly as beneficial to me. I could do this and try to get that wrapped again, but I need to get to the edges more. So I think this is the opportunity where I'm going to just take out an individual color. Because when I do that, remember, color bombs beget color bombs and other specials. It wants me to make this color bomb, but it would be super explosive. This one might allow me to put these together, and I've got blue here and here and here. So I think this is the better opportunity, because our goal is to blast through these layers of frosting, and it's hard to get to these layers, but if we can make wrapped candies in here, that can be super helpful. I could do a wrapped here that's interesting, but it's not close by. I could do a stripe, which would aim over to both sides. I could do this, which is what it's suggesting. I think I'm going to go for the stripe here. And then I can make another stripe while I set a stripe off. So I'm taking off these layers. Whoa. So now we're getting this cascading, which looks pretty, but hasn't been terribly helpful. Although we did get a horizontal stripe, so that's helped. But a lot of these are blowing up just in the center, and they're not touching these areas. Ah, but look what we're left with. A striped wrapped combo, which is pretty good. I would prefer if it were down one. And again, I could make a move here that would bring it downward, but it also might blow things up. I mean, it's so volatile. I could also do a stripe this way to hit both of these. There are a lot of things I could do. But I would have to be willing to risk this, and I'm just not willing to. I only need 19 frosting, and that looks like a pretty good way to reach a lot of them. And I still got a stripe that's going to help over here. So yeah, I'm going to do this, use those stripes that we have on the board. What do I do with this? Do I make a wrapped candy and hit these? Do I make a stripe? Do I try to make, something spectacular like a color bomb in here? I think I'm going to go with this wrapped and then hope to match it with the stripe. Ooh, look what we have. Okay, so there we go. We got that. 5 moves left, 3 frosting left to get. And I've got a fairly decent setup here. Oh, but what should I do? Because I've got a fairly decent board and I don't want to ruin it by playing poorly. I can definitely take this out by hitting this. And even if this just kind of blows up on its own, it's going to hit this, right? So that's a pretty good thing. I could do this and take this out. This is the one that's questionable. If I do this now, this might not be available. I've got 5 moves, so I've got a bit of a chance to play with things. I'm going to take that out. Well, there we go. Then I just do this. And then, I hate to say this because it's frustrating when I get a bit of luck on the board. And I started with a wrapped candy, but that was my first playthrough for recording purposes, and I was able to get it done. Now, just because I was able to get it done on the first try doesn't mean that, that it was skill alone. I believe that it was probably a good deal of luck that helped me, but we can help to participate in making our own luck by making some relatively sound moves. We have to focus on the fact that we need to remove the frosting, so we can't forget that goal, and it's easy to do when there are a lot of things going on. We have to remember to use the striped candy dispensers, and then we have to remember to pause and take a look at all of the different moves and make the very best choice possible for the board itself. If this was helpful, I would ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. Remember that I do try to redo the levels when they have changed significantly, if you let me know what those changes are. So thank you so much for letting me know about that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.